Okay, so the party's still going. The party's still jumping off in Las Vegas. I'm here with my soul sister number 2. Who's number 1? Well, if I said number 1, my sister would get upset. So this is my soul sister number 2, Artemis Limpert. Artemis, great to see you.
Oh, Fran, it's so
fantastic to see you. And when they talked about powerful women being in this movie, you were at the top of the list. What is it that you're doing that's transforming the world?
Well, there have been several things that really, first of all, it starts with you. You know, the number one place that you do that. And sometimes when you step up, you honestly don't realize the places that'll go.
Right.
So when you're afraid and you're thinking that, but what's happened for me is that in direct sales and network marketing, I stepped up and grew a huge team there and replaced my income with my husband's. I did the Body for Life Challenge, which taught me mindset. You know that about sports. I applied that to business, and then people started asking me because I started to realize that what you really need is to pick anywhere to play the game. That's the important thing. People are afraid that they have to get ready for the game, but you actually have to get in the game to get ready for the game.
Right.
And allow yourself to just get there and apply the things you're thinking and let it go the places it goes. So I mentor, I coach, and I get a chance to speak to people who are entrepreneurs or they have it in their heart and are ready to jump out, and that's what I do.
Now, you know what's something you said that's really interesting? She said you have to actually get into the game.
There we go.
Right? And a lot of people don't want to get into the game. They want to go to school and go to seminars and then think that will prepare them for the game. But so how do people how do they get in there?
You know, I think when I finally realized that there's two kinds of learning, and one is getting the information, and you can start to feel pretty desperate because sometimes you just spend a lot of time learning, and the more you learn and the less you see it doing something, you start to wonder, now I know everything, so now what?
Yeah.
And that can be pretty scary. The thing that I would say is that second part of learning is when you go and pick where you're going to apply it. You never feel ready, so that's a good thing to know. You never feel ready, you never feel qualified. So I tell people this, you get jobs for what you already know. But when you move into free enterprise, you're there for what you're willing to learn.
Yeah.
And if you can remember that, there's no place you won't go.
Absolutely.
And that's the key.
And you know what you said that's key? It's like we don't understand how an airplane works.
That's it.
But we get on it we get on it a lot.
Yes, we do.
Right? You don't have to understand how something works to just get in there. So how do you coach people past I don't know how to do that?
You know, the biggest thing that I tell people is this, very clearly, the how is none of your business.
Yeah.
The important thing is what it is that you really want, focusing on that in such a way, and letting go of the how, because if you're trying to figure out how, some of the miracles that happen, you can't figure out.
Yeah.
You can't figure out that one minute you don't have these relationships and the next minute somebody's there.
Right.
You and I both had stuff like that. Yeah. You couldn't have planned it. You couldn't have made it happen. It's just amazing. And so when you start to put it out there in your mind, it's amazing the people that come into your life, the opportunities that come into your life. And so that important thing, you're not there in life for what you know. You're totally here for what you're willing to learn.
Wow. And so when you look at the people who are in this movie, vast experiences, vast just life expertise and those different kinds of things, how did you become a part of the movement?
They were looking, as you said, for some strong women that had applied some of these things and allowed themselves to get in the game really largely. And I felt very blessed that my name came up through their path from about 7 or 8 different ways. Yeah. And Greg just called me and said, Artemis, I keep hearing about you. I got to meet you.
Right.
And that's one of those things, again, where you couldn't figure out the how, but it works. And so it's been such a privilege because, honestly, when you surround yourself with people and things around which you can't possibly act or think small, life tends to have many major things that happen. So I feel very honored, I feel really privileged, and it's been so much fun watching the wisdom of other people, their lives, their experiences. And as John Astor said, it's from the things that you don't do perfectly that a lot of the mastery comes. And that's the key. So
it's powerful. So what are you passing on? It's my final question. What are you passing on?
You know what? There's 2 things, and I shared them before. What I would say is don't live life so safely that you're thinking you've got to be qualified for it. Allow yourself to go places in all the wheres where you want to learn. And number 2, don't try and do it. Don't try to be good. Don't try and get ready. Just surround yourself with stuff and people around which you can't think or act small, and you'll be amazed.
And it'll happen. And if we just need Evander Holyfield in this mix right here, this trio, because then there will be 3 champions on camera at one time. Artemis, enjoy tonight.
Hey, Fran,
it's good to see you.